Hey, welcome back to my channel. I got a new phone, so if the quality is kind of blurry, and also right now my mic is not compatible with my new phone, so I need to buy like an adapter or something to get my microphone to pair with my new phone. So sorry about the lower quality of this, but today I wanted to talk about the whole situation with Colleen Ballinger and how she is allegedly, but I have seen proof of it, but I have to say allegedly for legal purposes, but she allegedly engages with fans, specifically fans that are minors, in very inappropriate ways. Now, Hannah McIntyre has released a video on this, and so has Cody Rants, and I'm not gonna go over every detail because they made their videos to tell their stories, so why would I retell their stories? But I think this raises a lot of issues with parasocial relationships. Some people aren't going to agree with this, and that is okay. But Colleen had, or I think she even still has, she has these group chats with her fans. One of them is called The Weenies, another one is called like Corey's Clit. They're both very inappropriate names, especially when you're engaging with children on the internet as someone who has more power and is in her 30s. But I don't believe creators should be engaging with fans in these private chats. I don't believe you should create a Discord with your fans or a Slack channel. No, not that I've ever heard of a creator making a Slack channel, because I feel like Slack is much more for like work and stuff like that. But in case some creator is out there making a Slack channel and engaging with their fans on that, I just think it's a recipe for disaster. We have seen that over and over again with different creators. Hello Leash, Illuminati, like all these different creators have been caught not on their best behavior in these group chats. And I think part of the problem is no matter what, even if you're a good person, even if you have good intentions, there is always going to be a power imbalance. You are a creator that these people look up to, especially someone like Colleen Ballinger, whose main audience is children. These people look up to you, so you should not be engaging with them in these group chats. And allegedly she would choose favorites, and then she would gossip about other fans, like talk about one person who got a tattoo with her name in it, and she would like make fun of her. And that just reminds me of being in high school. The two drama teachers were husband and wife, and they were notorious for creating drama and like picking favorite students and like stirring up shit and gossiping. Like, if you're above the age of 18, I don't know why you would be engaging with younger teenagers and minors in this way and being involved in their personal life and gossiping with them and about them. It's like, get a life. Find friends that are closer to your own age, that are appropriate for you to be friends with. and then apparently she mistreated Adam and took advantage of his willingness to like do work for her channel, and she kept saying she would hang out with him when she had no intention of doing so. Oh, sorry, my dog decided to just squeak his toy just now. But the point of this video is to say, look, and Colleen's defense to this is probably going to be the same defense she's used in the past, was like that era, like 2010 to 2015, that was a different time and different things were socially acceptable. But a 30-year-old asking Adam, who was like 15 at the time, to send pictures of his butt. What the hell? What is going through your head to make you ask for that? I'm 26 years old and I would never ask that of a random minor on the internet that I've befriended because they stroke my ego by saying they look up to me. I just, a lot of these creators on this platform, they really freak me out because I'm like, what would possess you to do that? What type of person does that, and why would you want to do that? Even if you say, oh, it's just a joke, relax. Like, how is that a joke? And having a group chat with sexual names in the title, what? Like, and I get that people think it's funny or whatever, but no matter what, if you're joking about like sex or any of that with minors, that is grooming and it is not appropriate. As an adult, you should always know better, even if people are trying to engage with you in that way. It is your job to put your foot down and say no. And I've already talked about Colleen Ballinger and like what she does during her shows and that whole inappropriate scene with the cheese puffs, and she always brings a little kid on stage to reenact that. And according to Adam, he asked to be in that segment of the show, and at 16 she told him he was too old for that segment, which really freaks me out that you would want a young child to be reaching into your pants to grab a cheese puff. Not that it would be much better if you had a 16-year-old do it, but the fact that you want someone really young to do it is really concerning. And I'm not accusing her of anything or being a P word. I'm just saying it's concerning because it is. I do not believe any adult should engage with minors like that, whether it's on the internet or in person. It just scares me that this has been hiding in plain sight and just going on. And I'm gonna be honest, I've never been a big fan of Colleen Ballinger, so like before like 2020 I was not aware of any of this, but I'm sure there are people out there that have been aware for a while. And let me be clear, I'm not talking about the minor children that were involved in it, because they're children. They don't know better. But like, if you are an adult and you see this kind of behavior and you're just kind of letting it go, you're just as bad as the person who is doing that. And I know Colleen will probably either try to brush this under the rug, or she will make some apology video being like, I've changed, I don't know why I would do this. But I really believe at this point she should not have a platform. And I'm not suggesting YouTube take her platform away from her, but I really believe she should step away from her platform. Not that I think she will, but because she abused her platform, she abused her power. So she doesn't deserve to have a platform. A lot of people think having a platform, having a YouTube channel, having like a Twitch account, like that's a right, but it's not. It is a privilege. And when you abuse those privileges, I think you should not use them anymore, because she has harmed a lot of minors. Apparently she would comment on Adam's body, which would be very triggering things. The more I watched of the video Adam made, the more I was disgusted by how Colleen would act, and how she would act like she was his best friend when she was in her 30s and he was like 15, 16. I'm not friends with any 15 or 16-year-olds. If I engage with people that age, it is usually in like a professional capacity, like at a job, or at a camp, or as a mentor. But I am not engaging with minors in group chats or pretending to be their best friend to try to manipulate them to do work for me, or to gossip, or to spread rumors on the internet, and then be able to hide behind the fact like, oh, I can't control my fans. But if you know your fans are minors who are willing to like fight people on the internet, and then you tell them bad things about someone, you know they're probably going to end up engaging in that kind of behavior and fighting people and spamming people and just not being good, because they're children. You're the adult and you need to know better and act better. And that is the end of this video. If it resonated with you or you learned something, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.